Hello and welcome to One Club Champ. My name is Gary and this is Bucksy C, my level 10 to the Prem custom club save. We're in the Vanarama National and we're trying to make our way into Sky Bet League 2. In this episode, we play against Ebbsfleet. So we're sitting first in the table in the Vanarama National. Ebbsfleet are sitting second in the table, so it is a top of the table clash. Let's come and see if we do any well. So here we are sitting first in the table after 10 games. We've got a goal difference of plus 28 points as well. And today's game, we're playing Ebbsfleet, who are sat second on 12 games played, 9 goals, goal difference, and 25 points. As you can see here, Slavy Spazov is sitting high on the charts in goal scoring, highest average rating, most assists, best pass completion, and most player of the match awards. So if you can have a little look over here, finance and salary, we have been knocking back the debt that we're in. We're only just over £50,000 in debt. We've made a profit of £164,000 so far this season, and I'm hoping that we are going to be back in the black within, I don't know, a couple of months or so. So today's game, we're playing Ebbsfleet. We're in December. Let's go into our fixtures. As you can see here, apart from that first home draw, the 1-1 against Gateshead, we went on a run where we've won every game since. We're getting around about 2,000 people to each game, which is great. Let's go to our tactics and let's check out who is in our starting lineup. So we play in a 4-2-4. We've got Pozzo and Bidstrup in centre of midfield, Jeremy Kazu at left back, Okewo at right back, Mark Molyneux and Tom Chaibi at the centre backs, Xavier Park as the number 1 jersey. We've got Ofoka on the inside forward role. We've got Clark Harris, who is making his debut here. Now, we signed Clark Harris on a free. He's worth £105,000. He's in his prime at 32 years old. He was signed by Charlton for 1.8 million just 4 seasons ago. So the fact that he's now in the Vanarama National for Bucksy C is pretty crazy. Slavy Spazov, have a look at him right now. He scored 8 goals in 9 appearances, 7 assists. He's one of the most prolific players in our lineup and in the division. And up front with him, a new signing, Tolaj, who it looks like was released from Doncaster. Well, let's have a look here. He was on loan at Doncaster. He was released from Brighton and he's come in. We've only played him a game so far in the league and once in the Builder-Base FA Trophy where he notched. So he looks a great signing for us. Ryan Clark is ineligible for today's game, but he has been on fire for us too. 5 goals in 10 appearances, 4 assists. He's got a 7.31 rating. Who else? Eric Matambi is injured, but is having a fairly decent career with us so far, back on loan. Let's have a look in his things. Yep, 5 appearances. He's got himself a goal, but if we play him in the cups as well, he's got 4 goals in 5 starts. And that's about where we are. We're looking at George Honeyman, who is the Sunderland midfielder, released. Let's have a little look at his career stats. Signed by Hull for 400,000 and signed by Luton for 1.4 million. And he's spent 4 seasons there before being released, and he's now on trial with us. He'll add some, had some competition with Pozzo and Bidstrup in the centre of midfield. And Niall Ennis is our other forward who has scored 8 goals in 8 appearances. He's just coming back from injury, so he won't start in today's game. But looking at Ebbsfleet, they are also flying high. They play a 4-4-2, and their best player looks like Joe White. Doesn't look too special, does he? Anyway, so let's get into the fixtures. Big game for Bucksy C. Here's our starting lineup. We've got a debut for Clark Harris. Tolaj is getting his 2nd start in the league. And here we go. It's important to know as well, we've done a nice little run in the FA Cup. We find ourselves going into the first round of the FA Cup. we're playing Bristol Rovers, which should be a nice test for us. Bristol Rovers are in League One. So as a Vanarama national team, that's going to be great. It's a really big game for Bucks, playing against second placed Ebbsfleet, and they have the first chance of the game, headed over the bar after 2 minutes. Slavi Spazov has been doing really well in the DLP role as a forward. Picking up a lot of assists from in there and just laying it on a plate for Niall Ennis. I've had 2 highlights now where Ebbsfleet have had free kicks that have been dangerously placed in, but now Bucks EC have won the ball, and it's Spazov who has the ball deep. He's breaking down the right-hand flank, crosses it back to Pozzo, into Tolaj, into Ofaka, back into Pozzo again. It's Clark Harris, nearly for his debut goal. It's a brilliant save by the Ebbsfleet goalkeeper. Corner ball to Bucks. Akewo to swing it in. And Tom Chaibi is up there on the 6-yard box to head in, and that is 1-0 to Bucks EC in this first versus second game. It's a great cross by the fullback. Good start by Bucks EC, 15 minutes in, 1-0 up. Goal courtesy of Tom Chaibi. Here's our overlapping fullback, Akewo. Crosses it. Oh, it's onside as well. Tolaj nods it down and Spazov finishes, and that is 2-0 to Bucks EC. Ebbsfleet are sinking without without a trace, say the commentators. Now it's interesting that Akewo has crossed for both of the goals, when I think his crossing stats are like 4, and I think his corner taking is like 4 as well. Tolaj comes deep for the throw in. Chaibi out to Clark Harris. With again the overlapping right back of Akewo. He's having a right game. Tolaj lays it back to Pozzo, back to Bidstrup. Toying with Ebbsfleet here after 19 minutes. That could have been 3. Akewo is having a right game, 7.8 from right back. Overlapping all the time. Pozzo seems to be struggling here with a little injury. We're not going to make any changes right now. Well, there we go, 2-0 at half time. Probably could have scored a few more. Outstanding players from performances. Akewo, Mark Molyneux, Tom Chaibi, Spazov and Tolaj are doing well. We'll point the finger. I said there's room for improvement. And I think that's it. I don't really want to make any real changes. Although I will just go and ask assistant for some of the updates, and let's get back out there. We'll see if we can get about 15 more minutes out of Pozzo in midfield. We're going to tell Bidstrup in here just to probably change him from ball winner. Just have him as a centre midfielder and ease off tackles. Don't want him getting sent off. Also tell Molyneux just to ease off on the tackles. Clark Harris with it on the right hand side. Akewo again having a storming game from right back. Back into Bidstrup. Back out to Spazov. Out to that left hand side. Go on, Jeremy. Big cross. Penalty. Not really sure where that came from, but who steps up? Pozzo for the penalty. And he slots it away, and that's 3-0. Didn't really see what the penalty was called for there, but I won't say no. So 3-0. First versus second, and Ebbsfleet have not really put up much of a challenge for us so far. Now's the time to take off Pozzo, I believe. Let's bring on Alex Hunt. That is quite the goal there from Liam Thompson. Out of nothing. Curls it in from 25 yards. And it's 3-1. Tolaj in the box. That little strike partnership is working out pretty nicely. We're going to take off Tolaj. We're going to bring on Niall Ennis. $10 to go. 3-1 up against second place. Corner. Jeremy Kazu in, and it's a header off the crossbar. Akewu is looking pretty tired, so let's bring him off. Bring on Barney Sodi. Big header from Mark Molyneux. Spazov turns on it, and he's now going at Ebbsfleet. Go on, down the right-hand flank. Big cross. Ofaka! There he is. It makes it 4-1 with 2 minutes to go. Spazov with a great assist. As you can see, Spazov just like drops in there, picks the ball up, brings it forward, and then he's got the quality just to pick out Ofaka at the back post. And he's got a fairly simple finish. And there you go, dispatched. Ebbsfleet, who are second, being beaten 4-1 by the Bucks at home. Bidstrup's also trying to, he's a bit tired, but he ain't got no more subs, so he's going to stay on. And we're breaking again. Ofaka into Niall Ennis. Into Spazov, and it's cleared. Jeremy Kazu drops it back to Tom Chaibi. And now Ebbsfleet are attacking Buxy Seagull, and that's a great tackle by Hunt. Into Spazov, into Niall Ennis. Go on, Niall. Niall Ennis! That's 5-1. Another assist by Spazov, who just gets the ball deep and plays the ball into Ennis, and he just makes no mistake. Great tackle by Hunt. Lovely ball into Ennis's chest. Drives in there and then smashes it left-footed into the far post. What a result. How many highlights? Corner to Ebbsfleet, headed clear by Mark Molyneux. Come on, referee, blow the whistle. Another world. They have scored 2 world-class goals today, Ebbsfleet. What a strike. That's got to be full-time. There we go. Thankfully, 5-2. Crazy, look at that number of goals we've scored. Slavy Spazov with a 8.7 man of the match performance. Very pleased with the result. Let's give some individual feedback here. Dominating performance from Spazov. Who else had a great game? Akewu. Very pleased. Tom Chaibi had a great game too. Pleased. And Niall Ennis coming off the bench. And there we go. Let's see what that's done to the league table. We are on 31 points with a goal difference of 31, and we've played 11, so we are ahead by, what is this, by 6 points. We've got a 6-point lead, 2 games in hand, and we could be on for promotion if we can keep this team together. Quickly go into these. Well, there we go. What a great result for the Bucks, beating second place Ebbsfleet 5-1. Thank you so much for turning up and viewing our videos. It's great. As always, if you're not subscribed, click the little subscribe button, be part of the 50 plus people that enjoy watching these videos, and click a like as well. That's always good. But thank you so much. Up the Bucks, and let's see what we can do in the next week.